To be an exquisite night. We have some new poets that are old friends that I can't wait to bring up. But continuing in the tradition of my friends, you know, maybe you're not aware, but Jim Doyle and I have shared the stage for damn near 20 years. So I've lived that poem, Jim. But anyway,
well, I didn't read the dedication.
I'm going to bring up another friend. If his balls are either dropping or on fire, I'm not sure anymore. Give it up for my long-standing poetry partner in crime, political social activist, founding member of the Young Lords Political Youth Association, and blues harp harmonica player, Alfredo Matias in the house.
Yeah! All right.
Okay. How are you doing?
Into the mic.
Into the mic. My name is Alfredo Matias. I am Afro-Puerto Rican. Today I wasn't going to read nothing about OJ or anything like that, but the people that they kind of entitled into doing it, so this is for Mr. Doyle. Jim, this is titled What the Lady is a Saint or a Tramp. That's the name of the poem. She had her hands in the cookie jar for too long. Does anyone remember the word to the song, The Lady is a Tramp? Because by what I have heard, the lady was no angel. Her leading man, a small-time drug dealer, which was often seen driving her expensive automobile. Getting back to the lady, she was a homo and her husband's friend's intercourser. That made her bisexual. She didn't know what she wanted. She wanted it all, involving consumption of drugs. I'm not giving name or state of face at the point, for all I can say is this: the poor girl had her hand in the cookie jar for too long. So men, enjoy your life, enjoy your children, Mr. J.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a nice little experiment, Alfredo.
All right.
Okay, now. What? Oh, no, in the same line, this is our Ricky Martin. No, I am a Puerto Rican. I'm Afro-Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican, we are the poorest nationality in this country. And if Ricky Martin would have taken his time to call a press conference to let the world know that we are the poorest nationality, I would have been proud of him. If he would say he was a nationalist, I would have been proud of him. But calling a press conference to tell the world that he's a homosexual, you know, they know his business. That should be his own business, you know. I want to be known as a Puerto Rican. I don't know the world to know anything about personal life, so I would have been proud of Ricky Martin if he would have called a press conference to announce to the whole world that due to the fact that Puerto Ricans are the poorest nationality in the continental USA, he would have become a Puerto Rican nationalist. I would have been proud of him. But to let the world know that he's a homosexual, the time he wrote the song that called Vida Loca, I know he was a queer. I know he was we are the poorest nationality in this country because we don't have a self-control military system. Okay. Now this is my first poem. This is titled I Just Don't Care. I just don't care. I don't write to entertain. I'm the right to educate. So what if my poetry don't rhyme? I don't write to entertain, I write to educate. My poetry is about the who, do, what, to whom, and how. My poetry is not about rhyme. My poetry is about crime, poverty, not liberty, reality, not fantasy. Not love, but respect. Yes, I want people to respect me. No one has to love me, just respect me. And I simply turn around to do the same thing for you. Like I say, my poetry is not to entertain. If you want to entertain me, listen to the news. Because my poetry is to educate, because I like to educate people to the who, what, to whom, and how. Like every artist has to be, or poet has to be recognized as such, but it's not important. Like me not, I don't give into court. My poetry is not to entertain, my poetry is to educate. That's it.
All right, Alfredo.
I cannot listen again, Ricky Martin, you know, that is life.
The hell's he got against Ricky Martin?
No, I'm saying, that I cannot listen again, so, I love the world, I love where I want to be, for where I want to be, but let me be where I want to be.
Which is here, hopefully, because if you don't want to be here, off the stage, bucko.
Okay, I'm coming. Okay, I'm not Puerto Rican. Yes, sir, there's such a thing as a New Rican. If you don't know what I mean, he is the rice and beans eating machine. That thing has been mean, and if you want to know, I will explain to you like this. His American dream is not more than a nightmare. When he wakes up in the morning, he sees his share of the American pie disappear as soon as his mouth. So what can I say for this man or about this man? Don't send the island over until we get a piece of the pie. Hell, everywhere else is eating instead of on the native, somebody not being fair. That's the life of a New Yorker.
Nice.
Yeah.
Don't lose your phone.
Yeah. La luna. Oh, I don't have the one with me. Huh? Okay,
He's
yeah.
read it here before, definitely.
Yeah, La Luna, that's a poem that I wrote in 1969 when the astronaut landed in the moon. I titled it The Rape of the Moon. And it goes
Rape
like,
of the Moon.
Yeah.
right, it goes like this. Once upon a time, the stars tried to make love to the moon, but they failed. Even Jupiter, Pluto, and the rest of the planets tried to for millions of years. But the moon was too strong, she kept her beginnings until one day the USA took 4 people money and sent a man to rape Miss Moon. Now the moon is not a virgin anymore, it's known all over the world. People's eyes were up in the blue sky with the moon stood naked in front of 2 strangers, and this didn't take her secret. Yes, her secret that for so long she kept it the lowest of peace. And that's it. Yay.
Yeah. I like that one.
Get him on the stage.
Demasiado poeta.
Un último poema. Do anyone know what Division Street is?
Sí, señor.
Division Street. Division Street is Division Street divides the very poor, the very rich. West and east, north and south, you know what's all about. Black stand back, black all right, white all right, and if you pick a humble part is not the humble after all. Division Street is a what I split. It divides the very poor, the very rich. A walk-to-walk concentration camp where it used to be. A walk-to-walk concentration camp, you look east and it's heaven without a doubt. You look west and it's depression time. Mother Caribbean children living in hell. Division Street is the dream, Division Street is the nightmare. Like I said, Division Street divides the very poor, the very rich. That's it.
All right.
That's it, Mr. Alfredo. Yeah.
Way to go, Alfredo.
God, made me black and made me look, little different from the average Puerto Rican. At least I can, be an outsider. Like I can see things that my people don't see, Like I see a need for a self-control monetary system and things like that. Like I said, we are the poor nationality, and our leader, like Luis Gutierrez, instead of dealing with the immigration problem, he should be dealing with discrimination, which is the problem that Puerto Rican had. We're not immigrant, we're American as apple pie, but we're not treated as such, so therefore, that's why I am the way I am. Thank you.
All right, Alfredo.
Vote for Matias. Matias for president.
Yo, get him. Big. Do the juice, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mumbia Abu Jamal, Alfredo Matias.
Yeah. Matias.
And his sweeping harmonicum.
It's your best poem, right there.
The thing about Alfredo Matias' poetry, it's like the best wine you could buy in France, but you have to have a palate for it. I've been listening, the funny thing is, I've been listening to his poetry for over 20 years, and it's like drinking the best wine in France. Give it up for Alfredo Matias. See, you have to sniff it. And that's the secret. So, see, my attorney gets it.
Not guilty.
What's pussy in Spanish again from that poem? Viejos?
We call him Bob.
Pendejos. No, that's from something else. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. No, I meant that as a compliment. I'm
Let's misinformation, man. I don't know
Excuse my bilingualism. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor again to introduce our monthly installment of Murphy's Moments. For those of you who are not familiar with this segment, Murphy is our guy on the street. He is our Chicagoan who gads about town, seeking experience, noting the beauty, integrity, wonderfulness, irony, contradictions, and otherwise blasphemy of living in the city of Chicago. So let's see what episode he has for us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Mr. Tim Murphy, Democrat for mayor.
If nominated, I will not run. If elected, I will not serve. It's General Sherman, Civil War guy. Anyway, I want to thank Ian for going into a little scientific type of direction because, as usual, Bob introduces me as doing Chicago's material and I almost never do it. But anyway, so my little bit tonight is called mathematical precepts to live by. And it's, I know I'll clear the room in about 1 minute, but bear with me, it'll be quick. First one to live by is, I call it the aggregate theory, and I didn't invent it, but it's real simple. Every little thing you do, no matter if it seems insignificant, builds toward your final thing, okay? I drink tea, the little bits of paper that come with tea bags. I rip them off, put them in my pocket to recycle. It's ridiculous, right? Except, why not? You know? I mean, if everybody did that, we might be in good shape. Although I've been told that recycling is a sham and it doesn't work. But whatever, we gotta recycle. So, another example of the aggregate theory, picking up change off the street. I mean, before the Great Recession, I would not stoop for under a quarter if I saw it on the sidewalk. I will go for a rusted, mildewed penny anytime right now because eventually I'm going to need it, you know? It's just little actions, boom, 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 they add up. And one more example of the aggregate theory, voting. How many times have you heard somebody say, fuck it, I don't vote, it doesn't mean anything, it's one vote. Well, you know, if 10,000 people do that, which they do, more than half the people, you know, do not vote, so it's like the aggregate theory. Okay, we're done with that one, so.
Yeah!
Yeah, okay, the segue. The other one, the other big one, there's only two more. The 98-2 rule. Now, the 98-2 rule pretty much invalidates the natural instinct of human beings to generalize. Okay, example. In Logan Square, you sometimes hear the statement, not very loud, but all young Hispanic males are gangbangers. Okay, well, you hear that, okay, but you immediately go to the 98-2 rule. You say, well, 98% at least of young Hispanic males actually are not gangbangers, and there's probably way less than 2 that are. So that goes for any situation. It just invalidates every generalization. You know, because, you know, I mean, after all, you can apply it to, you know, the media. I mean, the media covers the 2%, the out of bounds, whatever behavior, and so everybody sees that and says, well, that 2% that I'm seeing applies to 100%. Not true, not true. Okay, and the last one I'm going to bring up is one, it's kind of a joke, a joke argument I have with my wife when we have to clean the house. And I say, you know, it's against natural law to clean. Why? Because Isaac Newton's second law of thermodynamics, and put very simply, that is, things fall apart. It's the natural state of the universe that things are constantly just disintegrating. Only gravity and inertia really holds it together. So, you know, when you clean, you are contravening a natural law of the universe. So, cleaning just makes no sense and could just destroy all of creation. And that's about all I got tonight. So, mathematical precepts to live by.
You're wearing clean underwear.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Albert Einstein. I mean Tim Murphy.
Happy birthday, Bob.
Thank you. Thank you. It's my birthday on Saturday. How kind of you.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck thermodynamics. Screw you, entropy. Take your time continuum. That's enough out of thee. Quantum mechanics, that's a farce. The search for intelligent life, that's way too sparse. I find myself once again thinking like a robot man. If it wasn't for poetry, man would have no plan. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Tim Murphy. How dare you bring in science, fire, the invention of the wheel into this esoteric tribe of the word? Condemn him to heresy and burn him at the stake? Fredo, get out your crack lighter and fucking he's going down.
Who is that?
Table one in the corner gets it. No, wait a minute. Brotherhood and peace. Brotherhood and peace. I was just kidding. Maybe I should take off my glasses. I see life differently when I'm wearing these lenses. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our resident scientist, Sir Tim Murphy. And I'm gonna make that stick, Tim.
Watch your back.
Sir, do you remember back in the days when we used to make up poetry on the spot?
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next poet is another socially conscious poet, so we better be damn careful. In fact, from now on, you cannot recite a poem on this stage unless I read it first. I'm really, the NBC censors here tonight. Serge, you remember you said fuck in front of my mother back at the old?
No.
Yes, you do. At the hideout, night, you do indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for a environmentally sound, active, productive, seductive poet who actually cares about organic earth and who makes this city organic, and I could never be more appreciative of his energy. Give it up for our farmer and organic kind of guy, Mr. Les. You screwed me.
I screwed you. I screwed him tonight because I don't have any food poems.
It's all right.
Remember the days of wine and roses where campaign promises posed a wealth of jobs, where the work of our electoral forces got us there and got him where he leads, though some now left behind? 8 months do pass and some are, alas, with healthcare bridge set to expire. Remember the days when we conspired at all costs to get him there, a nudge here, square footage there, to make all seem fair, with electoral rules changed to compare, now January fools as limits tested? Now well rested from 7 days, 14 hours, petition on petition, signed and verified, as occupiers are vilified, for where is the promise if not to your own? Where is the promise as we moan our jobs or lack thereof? And where is the promise from whence this picture rose, while a guarded fence we could not suppose against our age? for young campaigners are all the rage. Assistants here, deputies there, while we try not to compare resumes where experience is left in the dust. There may be some edges with rust, but we gave 100%, blessed one, and yet we are left undone. This is called Ancient Kitty. Ancient kitty sitting in the sink in the city. La cucaracha, singing ice cream truck passing by as mind melts in a mindless buck. Ancient kitty sitting in the sink in the city, blue guitar, will you soothe emotions breaking in these hours waking, iPhone snaking through the airwaves as thoughts blurt from mouths not connected by embraceless hurts. Ancient kitty sitting in the sink in the city, purring your affections for those who have not by design but only lust, lost for life, settling in the dust. From dead sleep, wishing to return to dreams, to greet the day another way, contemplating razor's edge, carefully placed, wistfully, wrist fully pledged to greet the tub's warm embrace. Ancient kitty sitting in the sink in the city, keeping one sane as thoughts remain precipiced, outlandishly holding to life, as tub drains, cool and clear, no red to appear, as the ancient kitty sits in the sink in the city. This poem is entitled Indigo, and it's with condolences. Two sisters she never knew, but only through her mother. Sorry. Two sisters she never knew, but only by her mother through the walls of embryonic fluid. She was touched by the druid of silent sleep and stillness, who came by and willed this infant to wake not again, as hearts do bend. Once emerged in violent rush in hopes this little life would flush in light and be not this dangerous dream, not so, so it seems. Two sisters meet without their third, are incomplete. Tears drawn on cheeks pink, nothing there to think but how sweet the embrace must have been on that face, flushed and silent so, as hearts do rend. Sadness flies as if in gardens breeze, touching trees and falling leaves, swirling stillness to the ground, understanding yet to be found. Two sisters emerge to play, not quite sure the way, but find her spirit gently laying as umbrella to the rain. They laugh and cry, their pain unbridled by the time it takes, as hearts do mend.
You know, Les, that was good. I still don't know how to plant a rutabaga in the spring, but that is fine stuff. Give it up for somebody who actually gives a shit. That's Mr. Les. I'm not that ignorant, though I'm somewhat ignorant. I'm noticing that most of the poets that I'm introducing are doing things contrary to my introduction. I think that's good. That shows growth. And I'm proud that you don't fit into certain gender roles. You transvestite, or you don't certain, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So, I'm glad that you're not typecast. Because if you were Tom Cruise, I don't know, or some other idiots, they'd be up here and yappity yappity yap. But let's do a little house cleaning. This is the portion of the show that we say thank you. Of course, we say thank you to our fans and the people that come to support us. But let's give a Quencher shout out for Mr. Keith in the back. He's in charge of all our sound. So if you can't hear me, it's his fault, you fuck. See what I'm saying? Can you give a warm welcome for Mr. Brian Serena, Chicago Public Schools, who does our videotaping. So, you know, don't expose... Oh, I got it. Keith, right back to you, brother. I got that. Don't expose yourself, because he'll get it on tape. And give a warm shout out for our bartender, Ray. And don't forget to tip him. Ray, you got your bell? Ray, you got your bell? Yeah! You see? We are trained professionals here. We even have a bell. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce our closing poet of tonight. This is a man that I have known and grown up with in the poetry venues of Chicago. This is the spiritual godfather of poetry itself. This is the man that wrote the only poem that ever matters. This man is an angel. And if an angel ever came down from heaven and rubbed its wing up against your soul, you would be fine. Give it up for the finest poet working in the city of Chicago tonight, my brother, Sergio Maiora. The microphone is going to need that extra 2 inches. He's big! Life is a setup, Serge. He's very big!
This is the first time I'm here. I think it's a fucking great. Mr. Bob is doing a great thing here. Fucking great. Fucking great, man. I mean fucking great. Something's too much shit, I guess. I made 2 poems in my life. Shit. One in 6th grade and one in 7th grade. I'll do my 6th grade poem first. It's called My People. My people are poor and oppressed for that. My people were robbed of the money hat. The white man, he wears this rich cap. He used it to kill and outlast. He stepped on browns, blacks, and also reds. He said, keep 2 get killed, he's gonna be dead. For my people have had enough of him. And once we get started, we'll tear from limb to limb. And all of the innocent will die with them. This is how the white man wants us end. For brown and mine and proud as can be. And I won't let no white man step on me. Thank you. I have you know, that poem was written, I think, in 1966. I was in the 6th grade. I've been married to a couple white women since then. I got a lot of half-white kids running around the world now. And I've been through many social changes since 1966. And I'm almost not that prejudiced no more. I'm almost. This is getting tiring of this. Let me hear that. All right, well, my 7th grade poem is called Shivering Through.
Ladies and gentlemen, watch my cue.
Shivering through one endless dream of cold warmth and hate. I opened up my sparkling beam of loved ones in debate. Suddenly that centipede from beneath my soul. Never freezing, never letting that heart go icy cold. And in its splendor of descent that floats upon that bay. That bay that's made of an adult world and many more astray. It twinkles in its twilight zone to call upon some God. But for its answer, it receives one fumbling, stupid clod. And I wonder if it's right for me to shiver through my dreams. I wonder if it's right for me to learn life's little schemes. For shivering through one endless dream of cold warmth and hate. I opened up my sparkling beam of loved ones in debate. Thank you. Not bad for 2 days of drinking. I'm no falling asleep.
Something wrong with your hourglass, bro.
Tell you, man. This next poem is a very, very long title. but it's a very, very short poem. You got it?
I'm there, Serge.
We're there. The title of this poem is I'm a Caveman.
Yes, caveman buddies.
The title of this poem is